Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a long-awaited episode of the Degenerate Centimeters podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, back after a much-needed break. Um, decided it was best. Things just really weren't going in our favor, and it was just becoming not fun. Uh, you know, I feel like if you're gonna partake in gambling, should be, should be, like a hobby kind of thing. And it wasn't really feeling like a hobby. It just made me sad. But yeah, it took like about what, a week off. So we're here. Hit a nice little UFC parlay over the weekend, which was awesome. So have some bankroll to work with. Um, but yeah, happy to be back. Sorry about the break, but definitely much needed. Um, but NBA trade deadline is over now, so I think we're gonna kind of see things start to get normalized a little bit as we head into the All Star break this weekend. So hopefully I can be a little more dialed in with those picks as well. But yeah, I got three picks coming out today for Tuesday. Two from the NBA and one from the Four Nations tournament in the NHL. So yeah, kicking it off, we're looking at the Grizzlies at the Suns. I think there are still a lot of chemistry issues in Phoenix right now. It really seems like Bradley Beal wants out. It was rumored that he was, willing to waive his no trade clause to come to Miami. Um, we didn't want you, buddy. So yeah. So I still think he wants out of that team as they still sit 26-26 I think right now, not doing too hot. Um, so yeah, I really think they're gonna be playing very lackadaisical in this game, and on top of that, they're also giving out a lot of trade packages for Kevin Durant as well. So I really think this Phoenix mindset right now is kind of just sell and maybe start rebuilding around Devin Booker, or maybe they're trying to get rid of everyone. Who knows? But yeah, I think they have some issues there. The teams have met once. Sorry, these teams have met once already this season. The Grizzlies won 117 to 112. Um, I think this was this in Phoenix as well. Let me double check that really quick. Yes, this was in Phoenix as well. Is this game in Phoenix? Yeah, I already said that. Sorry, this game is also in Phoenix, so I don't really think the being on the road is going to be too much of a problem for the Grizzlies here. But also important to note that the Grizzlies did take this game without Ja Morant, and the Suns were actually playing full strength, which is something I can't say they've done a lot of this season. But they did have the big three: Durant, Booker, and Beal, and they still lost. So in this game here, we are going to see the Suns without Bradley Beal, and John Morant is looking to make the start as well. I don't see him on any injury reports. I swear, if it comes 5 minutes to tip off, and they sit him for whatever reason, I'm gonna be mad. But looking like the Grizzlies are gonna be playing full strength here. Um, uh, yeah, I think the chemistry problems of Phoenix are just gonna cause too many problems, and I really think they're gonna go out there and not really play like they should. It just doesn't seem like they want it anymore. As a whole franchise. Um, but most importantly to note, the Grizzlies are actually 34-18 on the year ATS. I didn't look up the rankings, but I would have to assume that's top three, uh, top five guaranteed. But that's got to be up there. And despite being 14-11 on the road straight up, they're 16-9 ATS on the road, so we see a slight improvement there. And then when we look at the Suns, there was actually only two categories on what's this website called? I brought it up before, teamrankings.com, that they are actually above 50% in terms of ATS. So not very good at covering. But most importantly, they are 8-17-1 ATS at home. The Grizzlies are only catching 2 points here somehow. They beat them by 5, like I said in the first meeting. And they're gonna have the deeper team here with John Morant playing and Bradley Beal being out for the Suns. I don't think 2 points is enough, so I'm going to take the Grizzlies -2 for 1.1 units. On to the next game of the day. We're looking at the Knicks at Pacers. The season series is tied between these two teams 1-1. I do like the Knicks roster a lot more. I think they are like probably one of the most maybe depth's not the right word, but definitely most complete teams in the NBA right now. And I honestly do think this could be a good team to make it to the finals. If I'm being honest, as long as they still stay healthy. But they have a lot of size. They can shoot. They can rebound. and they can definitely play defense as well, which I'll get to in a little bit. But important to note for this game, we have some game time decisions on both sides. We have Josh Hart and OG Anunoby for the Knicks, and then Miles Turner of the Pacers. Um, I, something I'm gonna try and do better of. Really pay attention to these. I wrote on my notes I would only play this if the Knicks players are playing and Miles Turner is out. But if the players that I mentioned on both sides are playing, I do think that I still think the Knicks take it, or they're going to be the better team here. I don't know how long Miles Turner has been out. Let me double check that really quick. 1 second. I probably should have looked this up prior. You're right, but let me see. Miles Miles Turner. All right, ESPN's now working. Give me 1 second. Um, while I'm looking this up, anyways, we have taken the Pacers quite a bit. I know previous, like going into this little break we took on the show. Um, but I don't know. I really haven't been impressed. They have been better record wise, but I feel like they're struggling to beat some of these bottom of the barrel teams. A lot, and yeah, the Knicks are definitely a powerhouse. Let me see. Actually, so he just played on the 6th, so he hasn't. What has he missed? A couple of games at most. He keeps going in and out, but I was just confirming it's been out long term. Yeah. Anyways, I don't really mind the play that I'm about to mention. If both teams are at full strength, but I do think Josh Hart and OG Anunoby are definitely key contributors to the Knicks system. So I really want them to be on the court in order for this play to hit. So if they sit out, I'm cashing out, but we'll see when the time comes. But yeah. So it's only, I think the Pacers are catching 1 point as favorites. 1 point as favorites. So very close. And when I try to get any ATS numbers, it kind of makes sense. On the year, the Knicks are 26 and 25 and 1, so pretty close to 50%. And then for the Pacers, 25, 25 and 1. And then I believe you look at the road stats as away team here. 1 second. 12 and 12 on the road. And then for home games for the Pacers, they're 10, 11 and 1. So I don't really like those numbers, too close to 50% on both sides. So I'm looking at the first half here. When we look defensively, the Knicks are ranked number 9 in defensive efficiency, and the Pacers are all the way down at 21st, which shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. The Pacers really can get it going on offense, and it really does bail them out of a lot of situations in games that they should more than likely, they should lose realistically. But they just have really good offense. Yeah, so they get bailed out a lot, but I do think that the Knicks, if they can slow them down early, I do think the Pacers do have that. I'm not saying that they have no chance of winning this game, but I like the odds of the Knicks starting out hotter than the Pacers due to their defense. So I'm looking at the first half winner here. Still relatively close to a pick'em. The game line is -110 per team, but for the half, the Knicks are actually slightly favored at -115. I think it's a good deal. So for the second NBA pick, we're taking the Knicks first half winner for 1.15 units. And once again, I would definitely wait and see for the full injury status to be updated. If Josh Harden and OG Anunoby are playing, I will be taking this play out, and I will try to update on the Instagram page as well. But heading to the last pick of the night, we have the start of the Four Nations tournament in the NHL. Shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. We have Canada taking on Sweden. We're taking Canada -1.5. It sits at +110. Don't know why. This was Daniel's pick. Obviously, he's not here right now. But I asked him if there's anything worth noting, and I wrote it in quotation marks. Every good hockey player is Canadian. So we're sticking with that. That's going to round things off for the evening. We're going to kick it into the recap. Canada, -1.5 for 0.8 units. Grizzlies, -2 for 1.1 units. And the Knicks first half winner for 1.15 units. Once again, I am only playing this if, these players that are on game time decision end up playing. and I will do my best to keep you updated on DT Sports Podcast Instagram. So yeah, 3 picks in play, giving us a total of 3.05 units, and hopefully this break was a nice reset, and we look to shape things up for the rest of the month. We will catch you guys in the next episode.